She betrayed me, but she never saw what I did next. I wasn't rich, just a regular guy from Austin, Texas, born and raised. I worked as a mechanic, wrenching on busted Mustangs, piecing them together in the hopes that one day I'd sell one for real money. Didn't drink, didn't smoke, just saved every damn dollar to open my own shop. And then she walked into my life. Rachel. God, she was something else. Straight out of a magazine cover. High heels, designer dress, red lipstick. Her voice, the kind that makes you want to listen forever. We met by chance. Her Porsche stalled out at a gas station and I helped jumpstart it. She didn't even look me in the eyes at first. Then she smiled and I was gone. "You're kinda cute," she said when I handed her the keys. "I know your Porsche needs a new ignition system," I muttered, trying not to shake. "How about dinner? You earned it." That's how it all began. We started dating. Honestly, I couldn't believe someone like her would even notice someone like me. But she was sweet, attentive, listened to my stories about old cars, pretended to care. We'd drive out to the lake, sleep in a tent, drink beers while I played guitar. 6 months later, I moved in with her. Her apartment was a palace, 30 floors, skyline view, everything glass and marble. I didn't belong there. Robotic vacuums working better than I did. But I thought I was in love. Thought I found the one. Then things started to change. Weird calls. She'd sneak into the bathroom with her phone, whispering. Girls' nights that ended with her coming home late, smelling like some guy's cologne. She got cold, distant, quick to snap. I asked her once, "Rachel, what's going on? You haven't really been with me lately." "Stop being dramatic," she said. "I'm just tired." I wanted to believe her. I was blind. But everything changed that one Saturday. My buddy Mark, ex-military, saw her at a restaurant with some guy. Not just any guy. One of those slick, rich types she used to call walking wallets in a suit. They were holding hands, laughing, kissing. I didn't want to believe it, so I went there the next day, sat at the back, waited. And then she walked in. Red dress, same guy. I watched her lean into him, touch his cheek, smile. The same smile I thought was mine. I didn't cause a scene. I just walked out. Drove to my garage, sat in a dusty corner, and cried. I honestly don't remember the last time I cried before that. Maybe when my dad died. Next morning, I packed my bags. She didn't even try to stop me. Just asked, "Seriously? You're leaving like this?" "I'm leaving because you already left. Your body's here, but your heart's long gone." I rented a cheap room above a tire shop, worked 18-hour days, slept under lifts, ate from to-go boxes. Not for the cars anymore, for revenge. Not the yelling kind, the kind that burns quiet. I sold parts, took out a loan, rented a rundown warehouse on the edge of town, slept on the floor between oil drums and toolboxes, washed up at friends' houses, but I worked like a man possessed. Within 6 months, I restored 4 classic cars and sold them to collectors. The money started coming in. Then I opened an Instagram page, before and after shots, stories about bringing dead steel back to life. Followers poured in. One turned out to be a dealership manager in Miami. He offered me a contract to restore vintage Ferraris. I booked a one-way ticket. Miami was sunshine and the smell of big money. I worked by day, crashed in a hostel by night. 3 months later, I had an ocean view apartment and 3 restored cars in a high-end showroom. I wore a suit, bought myself an $8,000 watch, and then I knew it was time. Rachel didn't know I was back. I called Jared, a buddy who runs events. Told him I wanted a private party for elite collectors. High-end venue, live jazz, champagne, red carpets, and the guest list had to include Rachel. I made sure she got a personal invite from a new investor, freshly returned from Miami. That night, I stood in a black tux next to my crown jewel, a restored 1965 Shelby Cobra. My moment. She walked in. Silver dress, hair perfect, makeup flawless. She looked confident until she saw me. "You," she whispered. "Hey, Rachel," I smiled. "How's life?" She started rambling, said she missed me, made a mistake, blah, blah. I listened in silence. Then I nodded toward my side. Let me introduce you to Vanessa, my fiancée. Vanessa was everything I dreamed of. Smart, kind, self-respecting. She knew my past, chose me for who I was, not what I had. We met at a charity auction. She was a volunteer. She listened to me like I was the only guy in the room before she knew anything about my bank account. Rachel tried to hide the shock, forced a smile. I'm happy for you. I know, I said. Oh, and that Porsche you stalled in? I bought it off your ex last month. He said you left him too. Funny world. She didn't respond, just turned and walked away. I didn't feel angry, just cold satisfaction. Revenge is best served calm. Later, I heard her life went downhill. Debts, failed relationships, her Instagram full of fake smiles, rented bags, all surface, no substance. Meanwhile, my life, I kept rising. Vanessa stood by me through a failed project in Los Angeles, helped manage a new location when I had to sell part of the business to cover taxes. She doubled its profits in a year. We opened a luxury auto shop, served private collections, displayed at international shows. One day, we got invited to Dubai, negotiated with a sheikh over coffee on a terrace overlooking the Persian Gulf. All that with a woman who never played games, who truly loved me. Not for my status, for my soul. Rachel? Last I heard, she tried dating a married trader in Chicago, got burned, then bounced between flings, filtered selfies, hollow captions, a shell in designer heels. A year after that party, I got a letter from her. No drama this time, no tears, just one line. I'd like to talk, not as your ex, but as someone who's learned a lot. I didn't respond, not out of hate, just because I'd moved on. She didn't belong in my life anymore, not even as a memory. Real revenge? It's not shouting, not throwing punches. It's silence. It's happiness. It's living so well, the one who broke you sees exactly what they lost and knows they'll never touch it again. I proposed to Vanessa mid-flight over the Pacific, headed to Kyoto. When she said yes, the stewardess cried. The whole cabin clapped. We married 6 months later on the coast of Tuscany. Small, intimate, just the real ones. Now I've got 2 homes, one in Miami, one in Seattle. We have a daughter named Lila. When I watch her sleep, I realize every tear, every heartbreak, every sleepless night was worth it to get here. If Rachel hadn't betrayed me, I might have stayed a nobody at a gas station. Her lies lit a fire. And weird as it sounds, I'm grateful. Yeah, she broke me, but I rebuilt myself, stronger, better, for the one who truly deserved it. So, if you've been broken, betrayed, left in the dirt, don't curse them. Don't get bitter. Get better. Work, build, heal. Become someone so complete that when they see you again, all they feel is loss. And by then, you'll be far gone, free, whole, untouchable. I proposed to Vanessa mid-flight over the Pacific, headed to Kyoto. When she said yes, the stewardess cried. The whole cabin clapped. We married 6 months later on the coast of Tuscany. Small, intimate, just the real ones. Now I've got 2 homes, one in Miami, one in Seattle. We have a daughter named Lila. When I watch her sleep, I realize every tear, every heartbreak, every sleepless night was worth it to get here. If Rachel hadn't betrayed me, I might have stayed a nobody at a gas station. Her lies lit a fire. And weird as it sounds, I'm grateful. Yeah, she broke me, but I rebuilt myself, stronger, better, for the one who truly deserved it. So if you've been broken, betrayed, left in the dirt, don't curse them. Don't get bitter. Get better. Work, build, heal. Become someone so complete that when they see you again, all they feel is loss. And by then, you'll be far gone, free, whole, untouchable.